Hey everybody, hope all is well. My name is Birch, and I'm joined today by Seth, my good buddy, the best support in all of gold. And today
Ooh, you're too kind.
and today we're gonna be going over the season 3 patch notes and giving our opinions on them, good or bad. So I think I'm just gonna read out this first part, and then we'll discuss it once we get through the competitive play and the workshop updates. So. Overwatch 2 retail patch notes. It's all pretty standard talking about that stuff. So Overwatch 2 Season 3. Drop into Season 3 and explore the depths of the coolest new control map, Antarctica Peninsula. Complete and limited time in-game events such as Ultimate Valentine. Okay. Customize your heroes with new skins and cosmetics from the Battle Pass and weekly shop drops. Now earn credits in the Battle Pass that can be redeemed for over 250 cosmetics from the original Overwatch. And go premium to get exclusive rewards such as a mythic Amaterasu Kiriko.
So that's huge. I'm glad they're bringing back credits in the Battle Pass.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if those are legacy. I think they're legacy credits.
Now we're in credit. I guess you're right, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think that they're like Overwatch currency. Like I don't think you could buy the next Battle Pass like you can in Fortnite with it. But
that was good. You can just get to the Battle Pass, buy the next Battle Pass, and keep rolling from there if you didn't want to get any actual skins.
Right.
But this is still good. At least you can get something out of it. You get some reward.
yeah. Because and I think it might go into it a little bit further, but you should be able to buy any Overwatch or original Overwatch skin by the end of the season if you complete the Battle Pass. So like legendary, I mean. So new map, Antarctic Peninsula. Journey across the frozen Antarctic Peninsula. Discover the abandoned station where Overwatch Echo Point team once searched for the source of dangerous anomaly threatening the world, and explore the wreckage of the icebreaker ship that failed to rescue Mei Ling Zhao and her friends. So that map, I think, is just probably what we saw in the cinematic. Some of what you saw in the cinematic there, Mei's cinematic.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and apparently there was a ship that we're gonna explore that didn't make
That's where she found something up there, a beacon, I think.
Yeah. Well, I think that this ship is this now. When they say ship, is that a like a ship, like a plane ship, like this is my new ship, or like a
I don't know,
or is it like a freighter ship? You know what I mean? Like a boat. So we'll have to check that out. But new feature, Streamer Protect. Players can now activate Streamer Protect options in game settings. These options will provide players with ways to hide identifying information when live streaming matches. I kind of heard about this, and I don't know if they're going to go into this, but as far as I know, it's only client side. So all it's going to do is hide your name on your screen, and everybody else in the game is still gonna know.
So it's like protection for your own stream, but not like people in your game will still know it's you, so they can still harass you.
Yes, but it's supposed to be like your streamers won't be, or your viewers won't be able to like know where your name is in the game.
Yep.
But from what I saw and other stuff, it was something like it would take, like, so mine would be B and then a bunch of asterisks and then D.
Okay,
So like pretty easy to Sherlock Holmes that and figure out what's going
on. Yeah, a couple of letters is all.
Yeah, especially if your game name is the same as your
stream name or whatever
name.
else.
Yeah. So I don't know about that. I don't know how effective that's going to be. But I heard that there's random queue times, so they're going to be able to set a random matchmaking time. So like when they click matchmaking, it's going to look like it's matchmaking, but it's not going to actually start searching for a game for like 20 seconds or whatever they set,
Oh, would that help like stream sniping?
Yeah. So you can't queue snipe.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, general updates. Accessibility improvements. Improved subtitles options, text scalability, character portrait icons, speaker name, text color, background color, and subtle stuff. Added a mouse cursor size for the PC. I saw that. It's a big, you can get a huge cursor in the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like huge.
Cover the whole screen.
Yeah. And then added setting to select custom colors for grouped alert colors in the UI. Preview feature added to the preview, custom colors, and the accessibility options.
Get rid of that green if you wanted to.
Yeah, so that's all just basic stuff. Challenges added. So these are the new challenges that they added. Added challenges to unlock silhouette player icons. What's it? Do you know what a silhouette player icon is?
It'd be like a shadow of a person. Like you see a guy in the distance and there's light behind him. You can't see any detail, but you see the outline.
Huh. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Should have put that together. Added tracking for each roles for the weekly role mastery challenge.
Role mastery. Ooh.
Yeah, so that might incentivize people play outside their
I wonder if that just
main
gives you
role.
titles or those name player cards, you know?
Yeah,
I'm not really sure what the rewards would be.
I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll have to get into that, look into that. Added Ramatra unlock challenges. So that's just for the people that didn't have the battle pass.
Yep.
Yeah, they do that. They said they were going to do that after every hero. The next season, they'd add a challenge to unlock them.
Well, it's probably better than Rainbow Six Siege, isn't it? Because the way you buy those characters takes a while.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
with this, you just do a few challenges and you get the whole character.
Yeah, they use renown, and it's like
that's right. Yeah,
that's what it's called. It takes forever. Partial progress through the season 3 battle pass is now carried over to the wins for Ramatra challenge. So I guess the more you complete the battle pass, the faster you'll unlock Ramatra if you don't already have them.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Endorsements. Players can now endorse the opposing team. Wow.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
That's
it's like Overwatch 1, man. We're going back in time.
Yeah, that's cool. All players can now be endorsed in free-for-all game modes. Cool. So even if you knew the person, or I guess I don't really understand that one, because you can't queue together in free-for-all.
Oh, in free-for-all, yeah.
Huh.
I guess maybe you just couldn't do it before.
No, I see what they're saying. So what this means is, it would only pop up with a certain amount, I think. So
I can only say like 3,
yeah,
like top 3 of the players. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would show all 8 or whatever. If I could be wrong, but I think that's probably what they're saying. Game report. Players can now view scoreboards from previous matches with the view game reports. Oh, so you can see the scoreboard when you're doing a replay.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, because you always want to know, like, how much healing does that guy actually have? Type of stuff.
Yeah, how many elims did this guy actually get?
Yep.
At this point, yeah. Mystery heroes changes. This is just basic mystery hero stuff. I'm not really into it too much, but mystery heroes limits each time to a maximum of 3, or limits each team to a maximum of 3 each role. Example: your Reinhardt mystery heroes. Your team also includes Mercy, Ana, and Lucio. When you die, you cannot respond as a support hero because there are already 3 support heroes on your team. So that way you don't end up with like 4 tanks.
3 tank, yeah. That's a pain to play against.
Yeah, and I think there's some things in here that we're gonna like about that. This new maximum role limit can be changed in custom games. So you can change it in your custom games. The setting only functions when the respawn as a random hero setting is enabled. Overwatch credits are back. Overwatch, so this is, I think, where it's going to dive into
yep. Legacy credits, yep.
Yeah. Overwatch credits were previously labeled legacy credits and were not earnable in Overwatch 2. Can now, once again, be earned through progressing through the Season 3 Battle Pass. All players can earn up to 1,500 credits as free rewards, and another 500 credits are available as premium rewards in the Season 3 Battle Pass. So if you buy the Battle Pass, you'll end up getting 2,000. If you don't buy the Battle Pass, you'll get 1,500 credits. Credits can be spent in the hero gallery, which now contains nearly all seasonal epic and legendary tier skins released prior to the launch of Overwatch 2. This includes many skins that were previously only available for purchase with coins in the just for you section of our shop.
Oh, there we go. I've been waiting on a few skins, so that'd be good to come around and just grab those now.
Yeah,
I know someone's looking for that 1776 soldier one. Been waiting forever, so that'd be perfect time to grab that.
I think Ethan wanted that one, so take that. By the end of the battle pass, you'll be able to get it.
That's right. Yeah.
Ping system update. Pressing ability 1 or ability 2 when the ping wheel is open, and when these abilities are on cooldown, now prints these cooldowns in chat.
Oh, okay.
Example: if Baptiste's immortality field is on cooldown and you press the key button to activate the ability while the ping wheel is open, the cooldown ability will be printed in chat, so you'll be able to be like, hey, I still have 12 seconds left on my immortality field. Yeah,
that helps out a lot if you're like Kiriko and you're trying to Suzu someone. Like, why didn't you Suzu me? Like, that was on cooldown, man.
That was on cooldown.
I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Season 3 competitive play now begins now. Here are some of the latest updates aimed at improving the competitive experience in Overwatch 2. Skill tiers and divisions will adjust after every 5 wins or 15 losses and ties, formerly 7 wins or 20 losses and ties. Players can select the View Competitive Progress button from the competitive menu to view their progress towards receiving a rank update. So I like this.
I like both of those.
Yeah, I like those are great changes, because every 5 wins, it's going to feel like you're getting an update more frequently. So, I mean, how many times have we been playing, won like 5 games in a row and then lost like 5 games in a row?
So many, yeah.
Yeah, so many. Like, an uncountable amount of times have we has that 5 wins, just, you know, that'll be great. I think I'll like that.
And checking your progress later. I always want to know, because we float around different roles.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to know, like, oh, I just need 1 more for tank. I'm going to jump on that real quick. I want to see what I get real quick.
Exactly. Yep. Took the words out of my mouth. Okay, workshop updates. I am not familiar with the workshop too much. Workshop editor is back. We added a new menu. We added new menu options when reporting a player. Our goal is to give players more ways to report inappropriate behavior so that we can take action in a timely manner. As a result, you can select the category and subcategory that best explain why you are reporting the player or their custom content. The major categories include inappropriate communication, inappropriate name, cheating, gameplay sabotage, inappropriate custom content. So I think this is to stop. I guess there was some pretty weird, and I'm not sure. I heard somebody talking about it, that it was pretty weird stuff that they used to do in there that they were able to do. And because I guess it hasn't been a thing since Overwatch. There was a bug or something was messed up with it, and that's why it's just now coming back. Yeah. Okay, to the main stuff here. Hero updates. Now, I've seen these, so this is gonna be tough, but I'll try to hold my biases till the end. We'll go. I say we'll just go through all the tanks, and then we'll go through the DPS and sports. We'll talk about them. Here we go. All heroes. Maximum ultimate charge retained when swapping heroes reduced from 30 to 25%. Developer comment. As a part of this patch, there was a tuning pass for how often ultimate abilities were being generated. So expect to see several ultimate cost adjustments across multiple heroes. Tank role passive. The health totals for all tank heroes will be lower when playing any game mode that does not have a role queue. Health totals will remain the same for tanks when playing any role queue enabled game. This change to the tank HP pools helps address the relative power of those heroes in game modes where there can be multiple of them on the same team. So I think that's a good change, because a lot of the problem with playing, you know, any arcade game or even open queue, if you're just trying to screw around. I mean, open queue was like, I'd never even played open queue after the first.
Ranked. Yeah,
because all it was just,
tanks.
3 tanks, 2 supports the whole time. And then when you get into like you're trying to do the 4v4 elimination arcade thing, is like a little TDM. That's kind of fun thing. You get your boys and you go in there. But then the other team is nothing but a Roadhog, a Narissa, a Mercy, and a freaking Reinhardt charging you.
Yep, just unkillable. You can't do it.
Yeah, you're just dead because you can't play anything but a tank, which is just, 11 out of the 36 heroes in the cast, and I don't like that very much. So I'm glad they changed that. So these are the individual tank changes we got here. So D.Va. Mecha base health in role queue modes remains the same at 350. Mecha base health in non-role queue modes reduced from 350 to 200. So she'll still have her armor on top of that for a total of 650. I think she has 300 armor. And
that's still a big reduction though, which makes sense for the role queues like we're talking about, or non-role queues.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all. There's no change to her whatsoever, except for in the non-role queue modes, she'll have 200 less HP. So she'll have 200 health and I think 300 armor.
I think so.
Yeah, which is still that's a little bit still.
That's still beefy. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
we're not having a full team to back you up to actually take her down.
And I'm assuming they'll study this and then probably adjust from there. And then Doomfist, same thing, no changes. It's still the same for role queue, which is what everybody plays, or most people anyway. And everybody I know. Base health in non-role queue modes reduced from 450 to 300. So he's almost down to when he was a DPS, right? In Overwatch 1. Yeah. Junker Queen, base health in role queue modes increased to 450. So she got a 25 buff.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. So she used to be 425. Yeah. So she got a 25 buff, so that'll help her survive a little bit. She's so fun to play. She's so fun.
I gotta try it still. I haven't given it a try yet.
Oh man. I'm telling you, it's reminiscent of playing Reinhardt, and you're just in there brawling. And it makes more sense for her, in my opinion, to have that much health because she is up close most of the time.
Yep.
And with the knife, trying to pull people to you. And for non-role queue modes, her health went from 425 to 300. Orisa. Let's see. So this is a pretty good change. So Orisa. Okay, her base health in role queue modes remains the same at 275. Same thing as the other ones. It's reduced from 275 to 125. But here's the actual change for her. So her damage fall off range reduced from 25 to 15 meters. This is for her, like, left click shooting.
Yep.
So she's not going to be as strong at the mid range. She's going to be not as effective against stuff further away from her, which is good.
Almost a close range, and then just nail the javelin a lot is all you can really do.
Yeah. It's gonna do some stuff. Ramatra. Okay. Now this one, oh man, I'm so excited. Okay. Base health and roll queue modes remains the same at 450. Base health and non-roll queue modes reduced from 450 to 300. So a little bit of a decrease there for the non-roll queue stuff. And then here is the change to his ultimate, because it was ridiculous. Damaging enemies with the ultimate now slows the duration timer down instead of pausing it entirely. Lasts up to 20 seconds. Ultimate costs increased 12%. So this is good. Let's read the development comment here. The idea of an ultimate ability potentially lasting forever is an exciting concept, but the reality is that if it's too easy to do, it causes a lot of frustrations. And with Ramatra's ultimate in particular, an excessive amount of visual noise, we're limiting the maximum duration to 20 seconds, which is still highly impactful for most team fights, but guarantees it'll end in a reasonable amount of time. Okay. So this, I like that it can't last forever. That's awesome.
Yep.
That wasn't the main problem though with it, that it could last forever. That was a problem, but it wasn't the main problem, because that fixes some problem. But the main problem was how often he got it. He got it
more often than anything else I ever played.
Anybody that had any kind of decent mechanics and a decent understanding of the game could pretty much poke and get damage and almost have that thing every team fight.
Yep.
So,
and then win that team fight because you can't really finish him, and then just push the cart, and then they keep winning.
Yeah, I mean, if Ramatra was running at you, full face, not knowing what he's doing without any, heals or anything like that, breaking LOS with his supports and stuff, he was pretty easy to kill. But if they were pocketing him and he's just running at you as a DPS main, it was a little bit frustrating, especially because I don't play a lot of the high mobility people. So, it was, with Genji you could dash out and stuff, but if you're a Widow in there and he dove at you or whatever, popped his ult,
you get one grapple and that's it.
Yeah, you're stuck, and it's terrible. Okay, I like that. I think that his ultimate should have increased a little bit more. I think 20 seconds is still probably a little long.
That's a lot. That's gonna win a team fight probably.
Yeah,
the funny part I thought was visual noise. You remember when I popped ult Ramatra, enemy team popped ult Ramatra, and then Zenyatta was there? All the different colors.
Yeah.
There's like a red, purple, and gold, and just all over mixture.
It was terrible, dude. And I think I was playing Widow, and I couldn't.
You couldn't see anything.
It was all over. There was. It was just. It was something. It was something. Yeah, I'm glad that's changed. I like that. The ultimate increase 12% is going to be good because they didn't do anything to his damage or anything, so that just means it's just going to take that much longer to get it, which I like. Okay, our boy Reinhardt. This is our man here. This is the best tank in the game, or it should be.
So fun, dude.
It's the best. So good. So good. Base health and roll queue modes remains the same. In non-roll queue modes reduced from 325 to 175. So 150 health difference there. Okay, charge reduced from 8 to 7 seconds. That's a little minor buff there. Just be able to charge that much more often. Fire strike damage increased from 90 to 100. Earth shatter direct hit damage reduced from 250 to 170. Knockdown duration increased from 2.5 to 2.75 seconds, and his ultimate cost increased by 7%. And then his rocket hammer knockback impulse reduced from 10 to 6. So as far as I can tell, the rocket hammer is a buff because you don't want to keep pushing people back from you. You want them to stay in your melee.
Oh, I see, because when you hit him, it kind of knocks him away.
Yeah.
This will keep him close so you can keep smacking him.
Yeah, especially when they were like on the edge and you were trying to chase them. Like, that's just going to make it that much easier. Earth shatter. This is a nerf, obviously, to Earth shatter. But not really, because
it's a little more knockdown time.
Yeah, Earth shatter coupled with fire strike going to 100 means that you can 2-tap, the squishies.
Even at range, all the way across flat ground, 2-tap fire strike, you're good.
Yeah, and then when you shatter, they're going to take longer to get up. And as far as I could tell from people talking that were, big into Overwatch 1, you used to be able to shatter, throw 2 fire strikes, and charge. and hit some
in that time.
Yeah,
that must have been like 3.5 seconds.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
some time. Wow.
Well, and I think it used to be 3.
Oh yeah.
But you know, you could do that. Now, or no, what you would do is throw 1 fire strike and then charge maybe. But anyway, now when it was 2.5, you would shatter, and by the time you threw a fire strike and went to go charge, they were getting up.
Yep.
And you'd sometimes miss them, you know, which was, you know, tough. But now with it being 100 means that, you know, you're going to be able to fling them things and do more damage.
Well, you can 2-tap squishies too.
Yeah.
2 direct hits will kill them. It's unlike the 180 it was
which
before.
It should be, because if you're good enough to hit both fire strikes, you'd think it'd be a kill. That takes a lot more skill.
If you can smack a Pharah twice, just get the kill. You deserve it.
Yeah, you deserve it. Yeah, give it to him. I mean, Jesus. And then that coupled with like, let's see, Mercy Pocket, that's not going to do much. It'll be 130. I think yours is 30%, isn't it? But with the Discord Orb, that's going to do more. And then, let's see, what else? Well, Baptiste's ultimate does
window. The window, yep.
Yeah, that might do a lot. What does Baptiste's ultimate do for?
I don't know if it doubles. It might double.
If it doubles, you're going to be able to 1-tap.
1-tap, yeah, which is insane.
Because that's 200. So that's going to be awesome. That's great. That's a great change. I like that. This is going to be terrible for people that don't like Reinhardt, but great for us. Great for us.
Yep. Fun.
Okay. Developer comments. I'm not going to really read those. I guess we can go over them real quick. Okay. In a similar fashion to Roadhog's chain hook combo changes last season, we generally like to avoid heroes in tank role from killing enemies in a one-shot. Earth-Shatter direct hit damage is being reduced with that mind and goal. In most cases, targets on the receiving end would die anyway during the knockdown stun, but it does open some potential for their allies to intervene. For now, we're fine with the charge pin staying lethal to many characters due to the difficulty and risk involved. The fire strike damage increase does mean that it could once again, one shot when combined with Baptiste's amplification matrix, but that requires an ultimate combo with another hero. We'll see how it plays out and adjust if necessary. The rocket hammer knockback reduction sounds like a loss of power, though is actually aiming to reduce the number of times Reinhardt actually knocks enemies out of his melee range. Okay, yeah, so that's what that is. The amplification matrix is, I imagine if that gets too annoying, they're going to probably either, I doubt they'll mess with Bap's matrix, but they'll probably make it to where like Reinhardt's thing like doesn't affect when it's going through there, or, you know, his fire strike. Or
I could see that, yeah. Like not counted as a projectile or something.
Yeah, through the window or something. I'm not sure how they'll do that, but I'm sure they'll figure it out, obviously. Okay, Roadhog. His base health remains the same at 700. And non-roll Q reduced from 700 to 550. See, that's still pretty beefy, man.
That's a beefy boy for self heal too.
Yeah, so is that 550 plus he has that 300 breather? So, or is it 350 breather? But either way, yeah, 350 breather. So he's just gonna go whoop, breathe, whoop, breathe. Whoop. It's I don't know if that's gonna change a hell of a lot, but I wish that these would be more like, you know, this was more like 350 total health.
Yeah.
Because then he would breathe, save himself once, and then he'd kill him again. Because obviously you can't do as much damage as a.
They almost need to run on all the time against him.
Mm-hmm. But that's just for non-roll Qs. That doesn't really.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
Okay, so whole hog maximum duration increased from 6 to 8 seconds. Ultimate cost increased 8%. Developer comments: allowing Roadhog to use abilities during his ultimate made it much more reliable in solo tank environment. Though doing so was often much like just canceling the ultimate as it ran out of time. We're adding a couple seconds to the maximum duration to increase the flexibility of players' choices during the whole hog ultimate, but we'll keep an eye on it if it's simply too much damage or knockback overall. So you're going to get 2 more seconds in your ult. It's going to cost a little bit more, but you're going to get 2 more seconds in your ult, meaning that, because, you know, a lot of times you'd go to whole hog and you would pop your ult,
almost get melted,
go start getting melted by somebody, and then pop your breather, and then your ultimate would be done. And so you wouldn't
you
get a
almost
lot of
lose 2
value.
seconds right there.
Yeah,
Yep,
you wouldn't
makes
get
sense.
you wouldn't get a lot of value. So
I still wasn't expecting a slight buff like that, to be honest. They nerfed the hell out of him last
yeah,
patch, so I didn't think they'd give a little bit of buff this time.
yeah. Well, they were just concerned about his one shot last time. So much.
That's true too. Yeah.
So I think that'll be all right.
Yeah.
Especially with the increased ult cost. Okay, Sigma base health stays the same in roll queue, reduced from 350 to 200 in non-roll queue, and then he got a slight nerf with his ult increase going up by 7%.
A lot of ult increase here.
Yeah, there is. There's
be a lot slower gameplay, I think.
This is what I saw when I briefly looked at it. Just a bunch of stuff. Okay, Winston. Base health and roll queue stays the same. Non-roll queue reduced from 350 to 200. His barrier projector, so his shield, his bubble health reduced from 700 to 650. That's just a little slight nerf. Okay, and then that's it. Okay, wrecking ball. This is what I saw, which is why you saw me playing ball when you.
There's a lot here, yeah.
And this is I saw this because I seen something on it, and holy smokes, this is gonna be terrible, especially for me. Like really bad. I'm a Widowmaker main, and this is bad for me. Real bad. Okay, wrecking ball. Base health and roll queue reduced from in roll queue mode, reduced from 600 to 450. So he got a nerf to 150 to his health pool in roll queue. His non-roll queue modes reduced from 600 to 300, but his shield health increased from 0 to 150. So all they did was transfer the base health, so instead of having instead of having 600 HP and like 100 armor or whatever he had, yellow armor, orange, the shield health increased. They took that 150 and made it shield, and shield regenerates like on Zenyatta.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm right about that. And
does he have armor too? So he has all three?
Yeah, he has all three.
Weird. Okay.
So he'll have 450 health, and then I believe it goes armor and then shield. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it goes 450 health, 100 armor, 150 shield. So that means that he's gonna constantly, when he rolls away, he's gonna like regenerate that 150 shield no matter what. It's after you don't take damage for a certain amount of time.
That doesn't take much, a couple seconds. Yeah.
And then his pile driver cooldown reduced from 10 to 8 seconds. And then his minefield ultimate cost increased by 9%, so that went up a little bit, take him a little longer to get it. But his arming time reduced from 1.5 to 1 second.
Jeez, man, they were already so quick. It's almost instant at that point.
Yeah. So Wrecking Ball received some of the fewest changes in the transition to 5v5, as he proved to be one of the most effective solo tanks in early testing. His extreme mobility and massive health pool enabled him to choose when to fight much more freely than other heroes. These changes are aimed at reducing his downtime so he can press an advantage even further. Then the regenerating shield health pool often leads to not needing to search for as many health packs as before to get back into position. Man. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. This is bad for me. I don't like this change at all. And the reason I don't like this is just reminiscent of when they did Doomfist. Was that last season or the beginning of this season?
Yeah, for like a week or two, and we just got rolled by Doomfist because we couldn't play.
Yeah, because anybody that wasn't playing a character with mobility was just, the supports in the back were just getting punched into walls left and right. And then anybody that wasn't playing mobility, I'd try to go play Widow. I'd have to swap off and go to like Genji or something that I could get, away and have some mobility for survivability is all. Like mobility for survivability is how we had to play, and that sucks. So like you're gonna go to play Zenyatta, and now the ball's gonna roll up on you and just shred you instantly. You're just gonna be dead. He's gonna pile drive you more often. He's gonna be harder to kill because he's going to have his shield health come back even after you damage him. So you have to go through the shield, through the armor, and then get into his 450 health.
And he'll have more uptime in the fight because he only needs to go and grab like one med pack. He doesn't even grab two at a time anymore.
Yeah. Yep. That's gonna be. Yeah, that's true. Yep. That's gonna
A lot
be
more time in the fight, just rolling us.
Yeah, and that's just gonna be so divey for
Yep.
the supports and any DPS that doesn't play out a character with a lot of movement. So, I think we're gonna get into like a full-on dive composition.
Yep, I can see it.
That's I'm not a big fan of that. Anyway, carrying on. Zarya, base health stays the same, and then reduced to 100 from 250 in non-roll Q modes. And then her Graviton Surge had her ult increased too, by 8%. Okay, to the damage characters. Cassidy. His combat roll movement is no longer blocked by enemy player collision. So you can roll through people, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, so nobody can block you and you can move through. That's cool. And then his Peacekeeper, primary fire fall off range increased from 20 to 25. So he's going to be a little bit more rangy than he was before, which is cool.
It's good. That's how I like to play him. Poke at range, like against Pharah and stuff, is a lot of fun. Because
a lot of times when I play him, you have to get pretty close, and 20 meters is like a decent distance, but 25 is just gonna feel better. Oh, there's a comment here. Combat roll not being blocked by players is mostly a small quality of life change to make the ability feel smoother, particularly when rolling in the direction you're not facing. Oh, okay. So you're trying to you're in there too close, and then you try to combat roll backwards to get space.
You run into a teammate or something, or ball.
Yeah, you run into somebody behind you, and then you stop dead in your tracks, and then you die. So I can see that. That's cool. Okay, Junkrat. Here we go. Concussion Mine, maximum damage reduced from 120 to 100. As the Concussion Mine was already has damage fall off, the further from the explosion the enemy player is. Lowering the maximum damage will require Junkrat to be slightly more accurate to achieve the same lethality with some of his combos. So with the Wombo combo,
a little bit harder.
A little bit harder. You're
slightly more accurate.
Slightly. That's so great right there. Hey, guess what? You Junkrat players, you're gonna have to be slightly more accurate. You're gonna have to actually point a little bit better.
Might need to figure out your DPI.
Yeah, you might actually have to take a look at your in-game sensitivity a little bit. Holy smokes. That's good though, because that means they're pretty much gonna have to just hit you with the mine or explode it right in your face.
Almost directly, yeah.
But there's still gonna be a bunch of one-shot combos or wombo combos running around out there.
It's still a trap and Martydon for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Worst. Terrible. May. Blizzard, so her ultimate cost reduced by 5%.
Oh, weird. Okay.
So she'll be able to freeze people more often. Okay.
Removing that CC.
Yeah, removing that CC from Overwatch. Barrage for Pharah, ultimate cost reduced by 5% as well. So she's gonna be shooting rockets at your face. Justice range from above, 5% more often. Reaper, Death Blossom. Ultimate cost reduced by 8%, so die 8% more.
That's often. A lot of die. Wow.
Yeah, and I haven't
seen much Reaper lately though.
Yeah, I haven't either, so maybe that's why they did that.
Yeah.
Was it hard getting his ultimate? I never felt like it was that hard.
No, it's probably every other team fight you can pop it.
Yeah, it wasn't that complicated if you were just in there brawling. I don't know. But we'll see how that goes. See if we're getting died every 2 seconds. Okay, Soldier 76, heavy pulse rifle. Number of shots to reach maximum recoil increased from 4 to 6, and recoil reduced by 12%. This is more an adjustment for the gun's feels rather than strictly trying to add power, but it does have an effect on both. It makes the weapon handle more similar to the original version in that you can burst fire more accurately before the recoil kicks in. So you're just going to have less vertical recoil, which was not hard to control.
I was going to say.
Yeah,
it still has to be better at range then or something. Like that's got to be a buff. Like this is a lot of good.
Yeah, that's good for soldiers. 12%. Ethan's gonna be happy about that.
Yep.
And then you're gonna be able to fire more shots before the recoil gets to the.
6 burst and then pause and 6 burst.
Yeah. So that's good. Okay, Sombra. Hacky. Her machine pistol damage per projectile increased from 7 to 7.5. So half a point of damage more. Hack, her health pack hack duration increased from 30 to 45 seconds. Sombra is underperforming after her last round of changes. While we make progress on a small rework for her abilities, this damage increase will help strengthen Sombra even against targets that aren't affected by her hack effect. It's a small increase per projectile, but adds up quickly due to her fast fire rate. The health pack duration increases the health pack duration increases a minor buff to avoid needing to rehack them quite so often. So her health packs are gonna, you're setting your TPs or you're hacking the megas for your team so they come back faster. That's just gonna last longer, and then her gun is gonna do more damage because it does shoot really fast. So
it does, yep.
So I wonder how that's gonna feel, because I played her quite a bit when we first started.
Yeah, I can Vol going around backside.
Yeah. Force the C9 all the time. That's hilarious. Okay, Symmetra Photon Barrier, so her ultimate cost is increased by 10%, so less.
Good. That one was annoying.
Yeah, that one is a little annoying, so that's good. Torbjorn, his turret health reduced from 250 to 225, so his turrets are going to be more easy to kill. With the move to 5v5 and one less player to shoot at, Torbjorn's turret tends to survive longer than ever. We're reducing its health slightly to help it feel less like a 6 player and be easier to deal with when someone turns their attention to it. So you're going to be able to burst it down a lot quicker, which is good, because it did take up quite a bit of your time.
Yeah, if you don't kill it right away, it's going to be up for a bit.
Well, if you don't have more than one of you shooting at it, it's kind of a pain, because I think it took 3 Widow 100 powers to kill it.
And if you have Torb around a corner just hammering it the whole time, you can't kill it alone.
yeah. It's too tough. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. My main character here, Widowmaker. Now, they did her dirty, but it's okay. They
took away grapple.
They didn't do what I was afraid they were gonna do, so it's all right. Yeah, they took away grapple. She's got too much movement.
Yeah.
Too much survivability. Grapple cooldown increased to 45 seconds.
Oh my god. One game.
Base health reduced from 200 to 175. We experimented with Widowmaker at 200 health for a while due to concerns that the increased power of tanks made her too vulnerable to them. Unfortunately, she gains more advantages from 5v5 than she loses, so we're turning her back to 175 HP to better enable more heroes to contest her lethal range capabilities. So all this means is I'm going to get dived 24/7.
Much easier.
365. Because you know how it goes. I get on Widow, I start destroying the enemy team, and
they hop on Winston or Diva, it goes straight for you.
They hop on Winston or Diva and just dive me, and then they go Genji, and then they go Sombra, and then they go Tracer, and it's just nothing but try to shut me down from playing my favorite character in the game.
That's like one of the lowest health pools in the game, I think. Was Tracer at 150 the lowest?
Yeah, Tracer's 150.
I think the only 175 would be Widow right now.
Yeah, and I think that's what she was in Overwatch 1, if I remember right. I mean,
I can't remember.
I only played 20 hours in Overwatch 1, but,
oh man.
but so all my time's in Overwatch 2, but yeah, I think she was 175. I think I've seen pictures of that, or I remember it. I don't remember. But either way, yeah, that's just gonna be a little annoying for me. Well, and I can't believe they would do this one doing the ball change.
That's so weird. Yeah, you're getting all this dive potential, and now you need to get nerfed as well.
Yeah, and now I gotta fucking stand there and, try not to die, which is, crazy. What would have been cool is if they reduced this, but made her grapple like 10 seconds instead of 12 or whatever.
Give you more maneuverability, but not as much health. That's a good fair trade-off.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd like that way more. But then you get into the problem where if you can move too much, then you're Sojourn, and
just keep bouncing around.
Yeah. We do it like.
Hey, you don't want another Sojourn.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Okay, supports. So your guys.
Here we go.
Ana, her biotic grenade effect duration reduced from 4 to 3.5. So
little nerve.
Yeah, not going to be antied for as long. Half a second shorter.
Now that Ball has all this health.
Yeah, Brigitte. Her repair pack healing over time reduced from 55 to 50 per second. Applying a repair pack now instantly heals for 25 health on impact. So the total health down, but her 25 health on impact though. So
yeah, the instant's gonna help out a lot because it did take some time. So you could throw a pack and they would die too quickly. They're already taking damage.
Okay. Yeah.
So that'd be a good little change to keep someone alive. Actually, you can just keep spamming armor packs to your tank or something, keep them alive.
That's good. That's good. I like that. This seems like a fair trade-off. Rally. So her ultimate cost reduced by 10%. So she's gonna have.
That's a pretty big buff too.
Yeah, she's gonna have rally.
A lot of rallies.
Repair pack having a small amount of instant healing will help Brigitte have more agency in saving an injured ally and generally make her ability feel more responsive and impactful. That's good. Cool. You don't see a lot of Brigs.
Yeah, even still, it might change with these slight buffs we might see, but even still, it's hard to play her.
Yeah, not down here in gold and below. You don't see a lot of Brigs rolling around.
With all this dive wanting to come back though, they should add her shield bash stun again, just so we can stop that.
Yeah, because the ball.
But I don't think they're going to.
Yeah,
you can actually stop it real quick.
Yeah, I doubt they'll do that because I heard that was pretty annoying. I didn't play it during that.
It was pretty annoying. It was so much fun when she first came out.
Yeah,
they were unstoppable.
Okay, Lucio sound barrier ultimate cost reduced from 7%, so you're going to be breaking it down 7% more times. Okay, Mercy. Jeez, there's a lot for Mercy. Okay. Guardian Angel. Cooldown increased from 1.5 to 2.5 seconds. Holding the backwards directional input and canceling the ability with jump now moves 20% slower. So a lot of her Mercy tech, the way that they move around and fly and stuff.
They're kind of nerfing that a bit.
They're nerfing that a little bit, it seems like. Okay, her what the hell? Caduceus?
I didn't know that's what that staff was called.
I
That's
didn't either.
weird.
I just called it her healing staff. Yeah, I don't know how to say that word. Caduceus? Caduceus? I don't know. German. Healing per second reduced from 55 to 45. Okay. Healing is increased by 50% for all allies under half health.
Weird.
Okay,
it's like the opposite of Echo's beam.
Yeah, opposite. Yeah. So she's not going to do as much per second, but 50% of 45 is what, 22 and a half. So she's going to be doing, 67 and a half healing to anybody that's low. So that's going to make her jump around. Maybe that's going to stop her from pocketing just one DPS and she'll bounce from other ones.
I would think so, because if someone's below 50%, you got to get over there. You got a huge buff that 50%.
Yeah, this guy heal this guy, heal this guy, heal this guy. Yeah, that's cool. And that'll, holy cow. Yeah, that might be kind of good. Okay, regeneration passive removed. So is that like her?
That's any support you get automatic health gain. Yeah,
that's the roll passive. Yeah, okay. Yeah. New passives, sympathetic recovery. Mercy heals herself for 25% of the healing done with the healing staff. Healing / damage boost staff.
That's even weirder though. I would think it would be a lot more fun if she got health when she did power boosting. Because if she's just healing someone, she's going to stay alive and then keep the opponent alive too. But if you can damage boost it, gives you more of like a risk and reward type of thing.
Right. So so she's going to heal herself for 25% of the healing done.
While healing the tank or something. So you're both just kind of harder to kill.
So she's going to be harder to kill, but less mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I see. Okay. So maybe they're just trying to not piss off people that play Mercy, I guess.
Yeah.
That seems
it's a give and take type of thing.
I didn't really think that there was a problem with her, but
that wasn't bad.
Maybe there is. Maybe that's because people don't know how to play Mercy.
It's still a little hard to hit her, like especially if she's around corner or just bouncing up and down a lot.
Yeah, but she's gonna be able to do that 1 second less often.
Yeah.
Developer comment: replacing Mercy's regeneration passive with more interesting interaction was something we wanted to do after all support heroes gained a similar version of it through their role passive. For the staff change, this will empower Mercy even more as a triage healer and enable her to more often save low health allies. The overall time it takes to fully heal a 200 health hero from 1 HP is about the same as before. For Guardian Angel, the cooldown increase is necessary to reduce the greatly increased mobility resulting from the recent rework to the jump cancel. It enabled Mercy to quickly launch herself long distances in any direction and be overly evasive for such a short downtime. Yeah,
I can see that. Second and a half just bouncing around the whole map. Yeah.
Even as Widow, like she's like boing, 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 boing. She's hard to track. Like she really is hard to track, and you're trying to kill her as Widow, and So I'm kind of glad about that. Maybe I'll be able.
That's probably the fun part of it. You can just bounce around.
Yeah,
You're just like flying a fighter jet, just bouncing up and down.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Okay, Moira, Coalescence ultimate cost reduced by 5%. So you're gonna get.
That's pretty wild. That's such a strong ult. It lasts forever. It heals. It damages. You can just like win the team fight with just that. Now you can get it even more.
Yeah. Yep. Because then anybody that it's pretty much when I was using it, or anytime I would use it, I don't play her very often, but I'd use it, and then you'd either burst down somebody pretty quick, or not burst them down, but damage them over time, but then anybody that was also quick, like if your teammate was rushing in with you, or your teammates, you would just focus anybody that was weak and anybody that was like weak on either team. So you'd heal somebody while damaging somebody behind them, and it's pretty crazy.
Really strong.
Really strong. Yeah.
Have a tank in front of you, shoot through them, and then also get the enemy. It's so strong.
Yeah. And the range on it is what's crazy about it. It's
and it lasts like 8 seconds. It's a very long time.
Yeah. Zenyatta, Orb of Destruction, ammo increased from 20 to 25.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to shoot more damage over time if you got more bullets. Don't have to reload.
Yep.
More orbs, I guess. Developer comment: we've been discussing options to potentially increase Zenyatta's survivability. We've seen previously in the beta that Zenyatta is on somewhat of a knife's edge for balance. Even just 25 more shield health pushed him into an overpowered must-pick territory at the pro level. To balance his powerful damage output, the lack of mobility is an intentional disadvantage by design. So we'd prefer not to change that too much. Instead, we're adding more ammo to lengthen the times between Zenyatta's when Zenyatta is most vulnerable, which is when he's reloading, because he can, delete you from the game.
Yeah, but I agree, because you can just right click, wait, and then launch, and then kick, and you can kill almost anything.
Yeah. But yeah, he has absolutely no mobility.
But I get it. It's just a glass cannon type of thing.
Yep. So that's good.
No footsteps, man. He can sneak up on you.
Yeah. Oh man, the amount of times I've had him come behind me when I'm scoped in or something.
Oh yeah.
Because I'd lost track of him or something, or I was in a bad spot, and then he's just like, think, and I'm like, holy smokes. Oh man. And then his kick when I'm playing Genji is a real problem for me.
Oh yeah, just bouncing around. Yeah, it's hard.
I have to come from behind him, obviously. Because if he knows you're there, then he just kicks you and you go so far. I think we tested it, didn't we? Didn't we test it? And it was
almost as far as Lucio, or is it as far?
I think it's as far as Lucio.
Yeah, it's Lucio boop on cooldown. Not even a cooldown. Just Lucio boop on melee. That's strong.
Boink. Yeah. Okay, so season 3 map pools. Push. No new maps. New Queen Street.
All in morning though.
Morning. Okay, so Coliseum must have not been in morning before. It was in daytime though, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was noon or midday or whatever they might call it, but the sun was pretty high. I don't remember any much shadows anyway.
Maybe there was. I don't know. I guess I didn't pay attention too much. Hybrid maps, Blizzard World, morning, Kings Row. It doesn't look like anything's different there.
There's a lot of mornings.
Numbani. Is that a new one? Or is that an
that's from Overwatch 1. Yeah, so that's where Orisa came from. When Orisa came out, that was the map came with her.
Yeah.
You're going down a street and you're it wasn't a bus. I can't remember the push map or the loadout that you're pushing. The cart.
Yeah.
But it's a good map. I liked it. There's a lot of high sight lines. It'd be a good Widow map.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, yeah, I'll have to check that out. I don't remember it. Obviously, I didn't play much Overwatch 1. Escort. Dorado's still the same. Havana. That's new. That's not new, but I think
I haven't played much on that at all. We tried that with bots and it wasn't fun.
Is that the one we tried?
That was that weird map with the expert bots that we couldn't take down.
Oh yeah, okay. It's just the 3 of us or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And it's at nighttime. Junkertown still the same. Circuit Royale. Oh hey, they changed my map.
Morning. Wow. That's
morning instead
weird.
of night. Yeah, that's weird. So they just want me to stick out, I guess.
Yeah.
I think they either subconsciously or just on the down low kind of hate Widowmaker.
They're trying everything they can. It's the new nerf Genji.
Yeah, it's the new nerf Genji. Screw with Widow plays because she's OP. And it's like, yeah, but you have to hit your shots. So.
Yep.
And if you get dove, you're kind of screwed. In a lot of ways, if nobody peels for you.
Glass cannon, dude, just like Zenyatta.
Yeah. Control. Arctic or Antarctic Peninsula. Oh my god, I can't read right now. Is night. So that's the new control map that we were reading about. Ilios Morning, Lijiang Tower, Nepal, and Oasis. What was the one that they got rid of? Oh, Busan.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, the mech base. Good. Yeah, I don't like that map.
Wasn't that one with the 2 tunnels? That was it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 tunnels going underground with the mech. Yeah, the mech factory.
But this is half sucks for me because Busan Downtown, I think it was called, with the 2 high. That was the building. Yeah, that was the Widow. That was only like one of the Widow maps you could play on Control. But you know, that's all right.
Because everything else is tough. Like Ilios, it's hard to do that one.
Yeah. And then general bug fixes and stuff. I'm not gonna go through this. Read that later and whatever. So I guess let's go through the heroes bug fixes real quick. The general stuff is so forth. So hero bug fixes. Ana fixed a bug with Ana's Overwatch League skins missing their eye patch. Okay. Doomfist fixed an issue where Doomfist would spawn with the empowered punch if killed by the environment while blocking. Fixed a bug where the environmental eliminations from Rocket Punch were not credited if the target slammed into a wall before dying. Fixed a bug where Seismic Slam would sometimes fail to break breakables.
So the environment and stuff and gates.
Resolved an issue with Seismic Slam not animating correctly when used to cancel Rocket Punch. Fixed an instance where Doomfist could use primary fire during the Meteor Strike outro animation. Really weird.
Huh.
I never knew about that. Genji fixed a bug to make Genji be good.
An unnerf.
Fixed a bug to make Genji's attack animation smoother. Wait. Hang on. Fixed a bug to make Genji's attack animation smoother. So I'm assuming that they're meaning it wasn't making him very smooth, so this is supposed to make him smoother, but it kind of sounds like, if you read it wrong, which is how I read it the first time, that the attack animations were too smooth, so they fixed a bug and made them not as good. When you got the nerf Genji mindset, that's how you roll too.
Made it jaggedy and it's all gravelly and it's not very good.
Bouncing around your hands like shaking when you're throwing the shuriken. Oh man. Junker Queen fixed in a previous update, fixed an issue where Carnage could activate the cooldown reduction on non-player objects. Okay, because remember she got that buff. Yeah. Junkrat fixed an issue with steel traps sometimes failing to place.
Good.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Bring that bug back. I like that. Make it only 50-50. It's a 50-50 shot.
It's a dice roll.
Kiriko. Oh wow, quite a bit. Fixed an issue where using Swift Step would sometimes cause Kiriko to fall through the map.
Oh, weird. Okay.
I never had that happen. Fixed an issue where Swift Step was missing effects when arriving at the target. Hero melee animations should animate more consistently when under the effect of Kitsune Rush.
Okay.
Yeah. That's cool. Mercy fixed a bug where Mercy's heal target would heal to full if the Mercy player disconnects from the game if they were actively healing.
Oh, that's neat. Wow, Tank's dying.
Yeah.
You just stick him with heal, get out of the game, and he takes damage more, but just keeps healing infinitely. That's awesome.
Or was it just full if the Mercy player? So he would just heal to full once, maybe.
Yep. But if he keeps taking damage, then he's gonna be impossible to kill.
Oh, really? Okay, I see. Moira fixed an issue where Coalescence was not benefiting from Kitsune Rush.
Make it stronger, why don't you?
Ramatra fixed a bug with Ravenous Vortex not spawning if it gets stuck between the push bot and the barrier it pushes. Okay. Fixed a bug where damage from some abilities was not counting towards the incomparable pain achievement. Fixed an issue in the heroic highlight intro being blurry in the hero gallery. Did you see that thing in that video I put up about Soldier where Ramatra's arms were like, he was in his Omnic form.
Oh yeah.
So his little form, but his big flail and Nemesis arms were just off to the side. Have you seen that?
Off to the side, like straight out?
Yeah, like he had like big monkey arms.
Oh what?
Yeah, it looked like a gorilla running around.
Running around.
It was weird. Yeah, it's in my video right after I explained the ultimate of Soldier.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah, that's what it is. Fix an issue where Sigma's hyperspheres were sometimes missing.
I'm not even sure what hyperspheres are, dude.
I think that's his primary fire.
Oh yeah, the two balls. Yep.
Yeah. Sombra, fix a bug with Sombra's passive tooltip displaying the incorrect value. And then Symmetra can no longer fire her proton projector while casting photon barrier. Oh, I didn't know about that.
Oh, good. Yeah, me either.
And that's all the changes. So
not bad.
Anything else that sticks out about it? Anything you want to talk about?
All the way through here? No, not really. We covered it pretty good. This is a really big patch.
Yeah.
The start of the season, it makes sense.
Yeah, this is really big. Yeah, so season 3 should be out in whatever 15 hours from the time I'm doing this. So, I'm not excited. I'm gonna play a bunch of Widow right now because
before you can't.
Before I can't, and I'm not able to because of a ball. So yeah, that's pretty good. Anyways, well, hey Seth, thanks for coming and talking to us and going over all these changes. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching the end of the video. If you enjoyed the breakdown of all the patch notes and a little bit of our opinions on them, think about hitting the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers, and stay tuned for more. Thank you. Bye.